Hi everybody, welcome to VeronicLife.com. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Usually I get my emails and people ask me questions and I type in all my answers, I put them on the website and then you guys can read them. Well, today I'm going to read them in person right for you on the camera. Today I got an email from Joseph Baer. He's a journalism major, so I got to make sure I'm good at what my answers. So it's going to be like an interview, but you'll be able to see what I look like when I'm answering the questions. You'll see my facial reactions, all that stuff, whether I like the question or... I think you'll like it because I think I'll enjoy doing this much more than typing because I'm not a good typer. Anyway, the other questions I'm going to read. Stay with me. First question he asks, how has the culture of the game changed now that the average age of the players has gone down and the league has diversified? Well, that's easy. When players are younger, they're stronger, the more talent, they're in better shape. It makes the game more exciting, and it makes it much harder for guys like me to chase them around and keep up and to keep my butt in the National Hockey League. So it has changed dramatically because these kids are studs. I don't know what they eat, I don't know what kind of food they were brought up on, but they are freaks of nature, and now that they're younger, they're pushing guys like me out of the game, and I don't like it, but the game is better. Second, what factors contribute to the increase of number of on-ice incidents that involve illegal hits? Well, that's one thing, Joseph, that drives me crazy is the lack of respect by the young guys. These kids have no idea of the code of hockey to respect the other player. We're all one big family. We all play for the National Hockey League. We need to have a little bit of respect. Some of these young guys think they can run around, hit everything in sight, and make a living out of being idiots. I.e. Jordan Tutu. All he wants to do is hit people, and all he wants to do is hurt people. He's a good player, don't get me wrong. I love the way he plays and how strong he is, but he has no care for other people's well-being, and he tries to hurt people, and that has to be out. The respect has to come back into the game. You would never see that back in the 80s. Number 3, is the onus of the players to police themselves, or does the responsibility lie with the league? Well, that's twice-fold. I'm a firm believer. You're a man. You're in the National Hockey League. If you're challenged and there's a cheap shot, you get in there, you drop your gloves, and you fight like a man. Don't be a wimp. Stand up for yourself. Get in there. Throw the gloves. You take a shot in the mouth, so what? You get a black eye, so what? You're still going to get up the next morning. Have some and fight. Don't leave it up to the league all the time. But the league does have to police it. If something does happen that's dumb, the league has to step in, fine them, get a little money out of their pocket. Maybe that'll make them think twice about doing something stupid. When it comes to suspensions, do star players receive preferential treatment? Is the player's history taken into account with the league in terms of the suspension length? This is absolutely 100%, no doubt about it. There is preferential treatment in the National Hockey League with star players. You are never going to see a Jerome McGinley, a Mike Modano, or someone of the high stature, Sidney Crosby, get more games than you will a tough player, a hard-nosed player, a fighter. That is absolutely guaranteed 100%. Preferential treatment. There's no question. I.e., you have Chris Simon. When you do things over and over again, you are going to get more suspension. You are going to have more money taken out. So your history is definitely taken into account and to see how many games you're going to get and how much money is going to get taken out of your pocket. You keep doing something dumb, more money. Remember that. Do players utilize cheap tactics purposely to injure one another, like to get back at one another? Absolutely. I don't think so. At least I hope not. Then I would think that there are even more dumb players in the league. We should never try to hurt each other. We should be respectful, play the game hard, play the game the way it's supposed to be, but I don't think there's any cheap shot tactics to try to injure somebody. What role does fighting play? Is it an issue? I don't think it's an issue. I think fighting absolutely is an essential part of the game because you have guys like Jerome McGinley, guys like Sidney Crosby and Malkin and Ovechkin that need to have the space to do what they do best, and that is show their talent, score goals, make unbelievable plays and moves. If it wasn't for the policemen or the fighters going around, these guys would be chopped, hacked, hit, people in the face all the time. So the fighters keep the guys honest. We need fighting in the game. We don't need like the stupid fights, but we need the protection, and we need to protect the top players. So yes, fighting is essential in the league, and GMs, I hope it stays. I know you guys were talking about that lately. And finally, what would you personally like to see done to prevent illegal hits and the subsequent injuries sustained? If you were a commissioner for a day, what precautionary or disciplinary steps would you take? Well, that's easy for me because my big faux pas in the game is the hits from behind. Really close to the boards, hits from behind, guys going in heads first, hurting their necks, getting concussions. This is the most disrespectful way of hockey, the hits from behind. And if I say someone gets hurt that way, something dumb, and a guy is out for any length of period of time or whatever, see you later. 10, 20 games, maybe 30 games. Make that suspension so much higher, so much greater. Lose as much money as you possibly can, and you will find that the players are going to say, "Oh, there's no way I'm going to run somebody from behind. I don't want to miss 30 games," because trust me, the players in the NHL, they love their money, and they do not want it taken out of their pocket. Suspend them, fine them big, throw them 30 games, and you will find the respect will come back a lot quicker. I hope you enjoyed my new little format that I have here. We will be doing it every once in a while. I enjoyed it. I like looking at you more than typing on the computer. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.